You made these vinyls from recycled plastic bottles.
Yeah, we did. That record is made from trash.
Who could have expected that now we would be working with one of the biggest bands in the world?
Going from something so ugly to music, I think that's really special.
We needed high quality PET.
How it should be, you should not hear nothing.
Everyone was in the room holding their breath.
Of course, you've all seen the Guatemala videos, you've seen the trash, it's horrible, dirty, polluting. When you look at that, it's hard to think like that could be turned into something nice, right? It's dangerous, it's stuff that kills, it destroys ecosystems. But actually, we've been able to actually turn it into something nice. The person who's been leading that project is Esther, so if you can go to front and say some more.
Thank you. I'm Esther van Loon and I'm the River Waste Valorization Manager at the Ocean Cleanup.
It's been quite a journey and I'm really excited to show you what we've already accomplished.
I'm globally responsible for upcycling or making value from river waste that we catch from our solutions or our interceptors.
Look at that.
Coldplay announced their new album, Moon Music.
And their special edition album will be produced with our material from Guatemala. Yeah.
And by the way, what you hear now is actually the music played from the record from the Rio Las Vacas. So this is our plastic that you hear. Yeah.
Coldplay has been supporting the Ocean Cleanup since 2021, and they are supporting our river projects in Malaysia and Indonesia. And this is the next stage in the evolution of our partnership.
Hi everybody at Ocean Cleanup. This is Chris from the band Coldplay.
Chris, Martin and I were first introduced back in 2018 through a mutual friend. Quite early in our relationship, he talked about his dream to make a music record out of this material. And we kept talking about it, and finally we decided, okay, let's just give it a try and let's see where we can actually do it. So we took some ocean plastic and we pressed it into a plate and drilled a hole in it, and then just made some grooves on it and put it on a record player. Of course, it didn't work and it sounded horrible. Yeah, at least it kind of communicated the vision of this.
Hi Brian, how's it going?
This was a demo that the team made out of the plastic that was actually taken out of the Great Pacific Garbage Patch. I think there are some technical hurdles to overcome still before we're 100% definitely sure that this can be done. So that was kind of cool, and that helped convince everyone that this is something we should push for.
Originally, they were looking at oceans waste and they found out that it's not really possible, but what plastic you could use is PET. And then the ball just started rolling, looking at where do we have the most waste and the most PET, and that was Guatemala. And then it became Guatemala.
Incredible to think what the journey was that the material took. It was once manufactured, it somehow ended up in the environment.
The rain comes from Guatemala City, the river increased the level. All the material accumulated on the riverbanks comes to the site.
The plastic goes and is being blocked by the Interceptor 06. It's being excavated into a truck, and the truck is being sent to the sorting facility where they are separating the high quality PET from the rest of the PET.
For the people, the local people here in San Antonio de las Flores or Chinautla, they know that it's an important operation, not only for the environment, but for them as a local community.
If you want to build a record somewhere in Germany, you have to start here. When I was in Guatemala and I saw the condition of the waste, I didn't really expect that we would have enough high quality material to be able to make these records. If you look at this bottle, it's scratched, it's dirty, it's not transparent anymore, and you need transparent PET that's unscratched and not dirty.
Chemically, the chemical composition of plastics is different. So you're going to find different resins, different polymers, and you can't recycle all these polymers together. You have to separate them and then recycle them separately.
Then what we have to do is we have to find pre-processors that process the material into flakes, and at the same time they hot wash it to remove any contaminations. That's here in Guatemala. Then we have to be able to transport it to Europe, where they continue on processing further the material. We needed high quality PET to ensure that the sound quality wouldn't be affected.
It was extremely humbling and inspiring to see all the know-how and processes that go beyond something, the manufacturing of LP, or in Sonopress case also DVD, CD. Seeing the knowledge, the complexity that needs to be put to achieve product of everyday use was by itself very inspiring.
If we can really achieve something that might inspire others, then it would just make me really happy. We need this shift to circular economy.
Yeah, so this was the introduction of the Eco Record.
This is the machine itself. You've seen it before, and then we put on the stampers and go on to the whole production. So you have different techniques of cutting, and this is like art. This is like let's say a painter.
This is our cutting room, and here we create the first master for vinyl. This is the copper blank.
So you make a negative from here?
The original. Yeah. So the original music gets in here, and a diamond is carving out exactly like the music goes, and then we have the groove.
Yeah. And this is the cutting machine. Now the head goes down, and now you can see where the cutting is starting.
And this is the diamond?
Yeah, this is the diamond.
What you here see is the groove. Okay. So the needle is running here, and brings back the information in it, and that is the land between the grooves. And now you see every groove is the same, so this is because there is no information in it, and you cannot hear anything. So this is a groove with information. You see there is some curves. That is the information what you can hear when a needle runs through the groove.
It was rainy season, but there was no rain coming, so it was very frustrating. I think for weeks we were waiting and waiting for plastic.
The rainy season is not being as the other years. This year is very, very dry.
So we had been working already for 6 months to this moment. Yeah, it cost a lot of resources to get to that point without actually knowing if it would work. So we had to get the material from Guatemala.
There are contaminations in the plastic, and if the needle passes an impurity, you will hear it. Yeah. And that remains the uncertainty until we do the real recycling. We are indeed de-risking the project as much as possible over time, but this is something we cannot take away.
Yesterday at night we received a heavy flash flood. This flash flood brought a huge quantity of floating material. Right now we are working together with our operator, Biosfera GT, with 2 excavators and around 6 trucks trying to harvest and extract a lot of material.
Huge numbers, so I think within a day there were 218 trucks taking waste out of the river. Yeah, it was a huge relief.
Sonopress has been extremely helpful since day one. First, because they understood the importance of our mission and were very committed in maximizing the amount of plastic that we can put into the LP.
We are quite optimistic, but very much it depends on how is the material.
When you compare the 2 materials that we are blending with, you see that there's a difference. One is see-through and the other is not, basically.
This is the carpet?
Yeah, and then the other one.
The grey ones are the
Guatemala.
Yeah.
Yes.
If it looks different, it's most likely also going to sound different. Yeah, we were very curious on what would happen. There it is.
First listen.
This was the most important milestone. The record without any music, investigating if there's any background noise. And at the same time that goes with what kind of blend are we going to make.
So we
Let's
go for
do
listening.
it. Yeah.
And then we will see how this sounds. So, come in.
Yeah, and then that moment when we played the record.
How it should be. Yes. You should hear nothing.
Everyone was in the room, silent, holding their breath.
If you would drop a pin, you would hear it. Oh, I don't hear anything. Oh, okay, thank God. That was already a huge milestone because we never really knew if it would work.
Yeah, we just like shouted out of happiness.
Cool. So it should make us very confident in reaching higher percentages.
We were working against the clock and we had a deadline. One day before the deadline, we did a new test. And I don't know why, but Sonopress went straight for the 70%, which I'm very happy about. And then it turned out it worked.
When you see that record, only 30% of the plastic is normal recycled plastic, while 70% is actually coming straight out of one of the most polluting rivers on Earth.
I just have that one favorite song, That's My Universe. Every time when we were struggling and there were quite some struggles, I would play that song just to feel a little bit better and that you know what you're doing it for. Yeah, now it's something that's really tangible. I'm a little bit speechless. They're going to be transported to whoever ordered the album.
Ridding the oceans of plastic, I think, is one of the most important things humanity works on at this moment. And it's something that we can't do alone, by ourselves. So we need the support of many people around the world.
We can execute different kind of products now and reach out to more partners to give them the possibility of joining our mission and having access to unique material.
We're looking to investigate what other products can we make.
That shade of brown reminded me like this material comes from a place where it was not supposed to be.
If this wouldn't have been turned into this record, we might have seen that trash right here on the beach, or would have flown down the Rio Motagua into the Gulf of Honduras right behind me.
We made sure that it's not there anymore.